my channel, The Mental Traveler. I'm Caro Herrera, and today I'm going to be reviewing a movie called Dangerous Beauty. It was released in 1998, and it stars Catherine McCormack, Rufus Sewell, Naomi Watts, Oliver Platt, Jacqueline Bisset, Moira Kelly, Jerome Crabb, and many others. It's a period drama, and before I begin, let me just say that this will be a spoiler-free video. Sit back and enjoy. I can't exactly remember when was the first time that I became aware of Dangerous Beauty, but I think it must have been because of my sister. She's older than me, and so she used to watch 90s period dramas because she grew up with them, and so I would watch them because she was seeing them. And so I can't remember the first time that I saw Dangerous Beauty, but I do remember that since the first, I loved it, and I would constantly rewatch it. So I was a bit obsessed with it for a while, and I recalled that Catherine McCormack looked so beautiful in the movie, and that I was like, I have to have her look like one of the heroines from one of my books one day. And I've also always had a crush on Rufus Sewell, so that was another reason why I loved Dangerous Beauty, because he looks so hot in that film. But all of this happened ages ago when I was a teenager, so many years passed before I finally rewatched the film, and when I did, I decided to make a review of it, and that's why we're here. The movie is based on a novel that is in turn based on real events and people. The book I'm referring to is called The Honest Courtesan by Margaret Rosenthal, and it deals with Veronica Franco, a 16th century famous courtesan who lived in Venice. In the movie, we follow Veronica from the time she's a young woman in love with her friend's older brother, Marco Venier. The two fall passionately in love, but he can't marry her because he's rich and from a noble lineage, and she is neither of these things. So when he tells this to Veronica, her mother decides that her daughter will follow in her footsteps and become a celebrated courtesan. So we will follow Veronica as she learns the arts of seduction and makes dozens of men fall for her. But she can never really forget Marco, the same thing happens to him. So we see them struggling to fight their feelings for each other, even as Venice's future ends up depending on whether Veronica can charm the French king into sparing her city, and even when she is later accused of witchcraft by the Holy Inquisition. Okay, so I haven't read the novel yet, so I can't be quite sure of how historically accurate this movie is, but in its own I find it to be a lovely period drama, typical of the 90s, an era I adore for the romantic historical fiction films. The performances are good, the costumes are gorgeous, and the love story is pretty epic. Veronica is a likable protagonist, but I must confess that as a teenager I was dazzled by her story, and during my latest rewatch I found myself looking at it through more feminist and mature eyes, so I was a bit more skeptical about just how good of a role model she should be for young girls. Still, even there she surprises because she was a very modern woman in a time when women were forbidden to do many things. But courtesans could read and know about politics and science and stuff, so Veronica had a few aces up her sleeve. Finally, I always think it funny that the most successful actress that came out of Dangerous Beauty is Naomi Watts, because she played a secondary character. So it is a bit odd to see her like that, knowing who she would become one day. But yeah, I do recommend you to watch Dangerous Beauty if you like period dramas and romances. But I think I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars review. If I ever read The Honest Courtesan, I shall of course review it. But until then, I think this is all I have to say about Dangerous Beauty. Thank you so much for watching my review of it. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that you enjoyed it. Please let me know if you did or if you didn't, because I would love to talk about this movie with you, whether it's the film, the book, the historical events and people it represents, the performances, anything that's relevant. Also, in the description box below you can find a link to the IMDb page for the movie. And well, I'm Caro Herrera, the Mental Traveler, and I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. I'll be seeing you soon. Take care and goodbye!